Verse 9. Everything in authentic spirituality works exactly 180 degrees away from the way that we think it does. So I often refer to this teaching as the backward teaching. And by backward teaching, I don't mean it's slower than any other teaching. I mean it's literally teaching you the backwards way of the universe, because the mind works completely differently. For instance, most of you out there who are not yet awakened, you don't recognize it, but you really, or what you're looking for is you're looking to wake up your unit there. You're looking to wake up the body. You're looking to wake up the personality. You're looking to wake up the one that believes that she's a Carol or a Bob. I just keep using those names because they all come to mind. Nothing against a Carol or a Bob. So, and this is the truth of it, because what we think is that I want to wake up. And when we say that, we're talking about, when I used to say that, I was talking about Fred. I thought Fred needed to wake up. However, the problem is that there is no Fred. So if I was waiting for Fred to wake up, I would have had to wait for all eternity and still got nowhere. And guess what? Most people wait their whole lives to wake up the body, or to wake up the personality, to wake up the Fred, so to speak. And it never happens. And it's never going to happen to you either. You're not the exception, you're the rule. We're all the rule. There really aren't any exceptions. I've never talked to anybody who got this right prior to awakening. And I never talked to anybody who's got this right who is currently awake. I've got it wrong, who is currently awake. It's just obvious. It's obvious when you're currently awake as to who it is that's awake, and when it's obviously incorrect when we think in regular modality that the unit needs to wake up. This unit doesn't have the capacity to wake up. This unit can this unit can eat, it can sleep, it can stand up, it can sit down, it can walk. That's about all it can do. And it can't do the standing up, sitting down, and walking on its own. It can't make the decision to do those things. The body does it, but the body doesn't make the decision. The body, well, there's something that comes automatic. It's automated. It's just automated. That's the easiest way to put it. You don't think, well, I need to get up and walk over there in order to get up and walk over there. You just do it. And that just doing it, that's the way the whole universe works. It's just happening. It's just doing it. It's not like somebody's plan or somebody's, well, somebody set it up. Somebody made a plan. It's just happening. It's happening spontaneously. All of this is happening spontaneously. This talk is happening spontaneously. 4 minutes ago, I didn't know I was going to cut a video. Then all of a sudden, I got the feeling that I should do it before I went into other work. I looked at Betsy and said, I think I'll cut a video. And now I'm doing it. But the one that said, I think I'm going to cut a video, really was, it was Fredness. I mean, the Fredness, it was the conditioning. Now, where did the idea come from? That's a totally different thing. But the conditioning here, the patterns that we call Fredness, and you call them Fredness because I asked you to, not because you inherently knew, now there's some Fredness. I need to get to know that Fredness. You never even thought of the word Fredness. I understand. I didn't either until I saw that that was what was home. So you have to get your thinking straight. So if Fredness or the unit is not going to wake up, what does wake up? What do we want to wake up, and what does wake up? What we want to wake up is the character or the body or both. What does wake up is awakeness itself. Now, with a name like awakeness, it's pretty hard to be asleep. But you can believe that you are single body. Awakeness itself, everything that is, can believe that it's not everything that is, it's just one of these. And it's something about, is some kind of hypnosis, divine hypnosis that goes on, that when awakeness inhabits one of these bodies that just came forth spontaneously, over a little bit of time, it doesn't recognize it originally. You don't arrive with a story that I'm a Fred or I'm a separate human being. You arrive with, wow, and there's no division, there's no separation anywhere. But you are trained into believing that mommy, Fred, daddy, Fred, tree, Fred, dog, Fred, Fred's dog, Fred's tree, Fred's house, Fred's this, that, and the other, Fred's parents. So it's all a matter of hypnosis combined with what do you want to say? with unintentional brainwashing and not badly intentioned brainwashing. We really do. The units need to be brainwashed early on. They need to believe that they are these, because otherwise they just simply can't survive. They have to work in with everybody else, and they don't get the oneness thing in terms of it just works the way it does, right? It works the way it does, which is the baby believes there's the baby here and the mama there, and give me that. And it doesn't believe that at first, but it comes to believe it as you train it. That's what it amounts to. And we were all trained that way. And there's nothing wrong with it. We need to continue to do that. But we don't need to believe that once we begin to get suspicious. And if you are already an awakened being and you wonder, how can I get to my child right from go and teach it that it's not a human being? Don't. Let it develop in a normal way. And you can begin to play with things. And I don't know, they could be 5 or 6 years old, whatever. And I'm not much of have baby development, right? Or child development. I don't know what happens at what years. But pretty early on, you can begin to say, when they ask a question, instead of giving them the question like, well, because that's the way that God made it, or something like that, which is just a put off, right? Or that's the way it is. That's the way it has to be, or something like that. What you might want to do is notice, well, what do you think? What do you think life would be like if there weren't separate beings? Where everybody felt separate, but what if they really weren't separate? Would that make any difference? I don't know. I'm not good with kids. I'm just trying to put questions out there that you might find useful. I'm trying to put ideas that you can form questions that might be useful. I don't think my question is going to be too useful for your children. I think that's a personal thing, but I also think it's anybody's thing but mine, because I'm just not good with kids. It's just the nature of the beast. I mean, that's the conditioning here. So with that bit of wisdom, so to speak, I'll let you go. And thank you for your attention today. And thank you for continuing with this program. I think it can be very meaningful to a great many people. And I hope you decide that you are one of those and stick with us. You can buy the book, The Book of Nothing, on Amazon. You can get it on tape. You can get it on video. You can get it on and you can get it in paperback. I would, regardless of any other way you get it, I would get it in either Kindle or paperback, even because you need something hard copy to look at so that you can follow it day by day. Don't have to even follow it along with me if you don't want to, but it's the essence of my teaching. I knew when I was writing it that this is the best I can do, and I haven't written anything since because that was the best I could do. And have I changed things since then, ideas or whatever? Yeah, a little. Would it make any great difference if I went and rewrote the book? No. So take it as it is. Just try to read the words and not between the words, okay? Leave between the words alone. As they used to tell us in AA, read the black part, okay? Read the black part and leave everything else alone. So read the ink. Thank you. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.